Yeah, you already know what it is. Lethal Talent 24, dive bombing at you with some Eagles content. Let's go. Yo, what up, fam? It's your boy Lethal Talent 24 coming at you with a Thanksgiving video. So happy Thanksgiving to my bird fam, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's time to eat, you know what I'm saying? But just remember to be safe. And I mean, I know it's hard to social distance and everything like that, but just make sure you're mindful of other people around you who may not be as healthy as you. So just make sure that everybody's doing their part, try to maintain this virus. But at the same time, make sure you get your grub on, man. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about a few things. Now, earlier I was listening to Inside the Birds, and they were talking, they had Joe Banner on, and they were talking about, Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson. And, Joe Banner, the thing they were talking about was, as far as Carson Wentz goes, was basically, or would they have benched Wentz if Joe Banner was running the team? You know what I'm saying? If Andy would have done it, would they have made that decision together? And it's really just like, it's fascinating that Joe Banner basically said that they would just if it was earlier in the season, yeah, they would have done it, try to get his mind right. But since it's through the majority of the season, you're going to have to ride him out. And, basically what it could do to his confidence, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they all agree, and I agree, that, Carson Wentz doesn't look confident. He can tell you he's not hesitating, pulling the trigger when he needs to throw the ball. But you can obviously see it on the field. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of issues befall the Philadelphia Eagles. Really. But when you're looking at the quarterback and the head coach, and he said this about the head coach was, basically when you're calling plays that are working and you go away from that, you're hurting the team. That's what every YouTuber, analyst, and all this stuff that all these other people that have said. And, if you're too stubborn to change things, then somebody's going to change it for you. And that led to Jeffrey Lurie. And, and he is basically saying then that Jeffrey Lurie is most likely going to make some changes, that he's smart and he knows where his football team lies. And if it was just one particular issue that could be fixed, that, maybe it wouldn't be such a big deal. But because we have multiple things to fix on this team, as far as, players, personnel, and stuff like that, whether it be player personnel, medical personnel, what have you, there's going to have to be a lot of changes made. And, with Doug Peterson, I mean, every interview that he's had, he sounds lost. And every interview that Carson has, he sounds like he's trying to convince not only us, but himself, that everything will change. And if you have an eagle eye, man, you'll see that. I mean, it's gonna take a lot. It's not something you can just change off the drop of a dime. Basically, for everything to come together, offensively especially, Wentz is going to have to get himself out of this, out of his funk. And that really just goes all the way to Howie Roseman, how he drafted Jalen Hurts. Because, I mean, everybody and they mama said, drafting Jalen Hurts in the second round means something. Whether you like the pick or not, it meant that, to me, that meant they don't have that trust in Carson Wentz. And you can say it's just for a backup, your quarterback factory and all that stuff. But when you basically sent the message to your starting quarterback that, basically you're going to either be replaced or you can be replaced, or we don't believe that you're the weapon that we need you to be on a consistent basis. And, I mean, that plays with your mind, man. And, you know, you can sit there and say, well, you know, you got to be mentally tough and all that stuff. But considering the whole fan base, ever since 2017, has been Nick Foles, Nick Foles, Nick Foles, Nick Foles, Nick Foles. And, of course, you have your Wentz defenders, right? Without Wentz, everybody has to realize this, though. Without Wentz, you don't get a Super Bowl. If Wentz was not there, and of course you could argue coaches, of course, Frank Wright, John DeFilippo. If those guys were not there, if the player Carson Wentz was not there, you don't win a Super Bowl. Because he paved the way. He, you know, set the table so Nick Foles can come in and do what he does best, which is coming off the bench and winning some games. When people don't have the game plan for him, that's where he shines the most. Oh, man. I don't know. All I got to say is this, man. You know, when it comes to Seattle Seahawks, we need to get everything right. You know what I'm saying? We have to come together. We have to be, you know, we have to be solid on the offensive side of the ball. You know, we got to do the things that are working for us. Mainly, which is running the ball. Keep that pressure off the offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Keep that pressure off of Wentz. Give Wentz some short, you know, throws, you know, just to build his confidence to keep going forward. You know what I'm saying? Keep moving the ball methodically. Because I think that when he moves the ball methodically down the field, that is when he is. And it's not game managing. It's just really like, you know, I think that's where he feels more comfortable, where he doesn't feel like he has to force things, you know, because they're there for him, right? And then, you know, defensively, whether it's, you know, Schwartz and if Schwartz, you know what I'm saying, he has to do a better job of getting this defensive backfield. And I know Marquand Manuel is the coach, but, I mean, you're basically the defensive head coach, the defensive coordinator. You have to do a better job of getting the better players in there. And I know Craven LeBlanc is hurt, but you know what I'm saying, your scheme has got to fit your players, not make the players fit your scheme. That's my point. And so, I mean, our defensive line is straight right now, but I mean, in our linebacker core, Alex Singleton, man, I remember people just being down on him, and I knew he was going to be a solid player, you know, if he was given a chance. And he's shown that. TJ Edwards, you know, had that great game against Dallas, but basically has taken a step back since then. And but he's, you know, he's still doing okay. He's still being productive, but you know, that's a glaring issue there. But I mean, we got to go with what we have, and they have to be at least solid. But there's been neglect at that position and other positions as well, to where, you know, Schwartz doesn't have a lot to work with. So it's like give or take with him. And anyway, guys, that's really all I got just to talk about today. But, you know, you guys let me know in the comments below. What do you think about the interview with Joe Benner? Do you think he's right about Doug Peterson? Do you think he's right about Wentz? You know, let me know how you feel in the comments below. Please like, please subscribe if you're feeling this content. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that way you know whenever I post a video. So, you guys, Bird fam, happy Thanksgiving. Remember to keep your talent sharp and go Birds. And, you know, we got to see who's going to win between Washington and Dallas. So, you know, that game is going on right now. So keep a lookout, man. But anyway, you guys take it easy. Be safe. Go Birds. EAGLES Eagles. And that's what's up. You guys take it easy. Peace.
Every time they put me in a battle, I'm lethal. Nigga too sweet and low, you ain't equal.